Hello, true believers. First thing I want to say is Merry Christmas, everyone, wherever you are. I'm here from the Philippines. It's actually raining tonight, and this is probably the first time in a long time I remember it raining on Christmas Day. Usually, it doesn't rain during around this time of year, but tonight it's a rainy night, and we just finished with our Christmas dinner early. The place was like from 6 to 10, and we're like, okay, we'll finish early and then we'll get home early. And so now that we're home early, what we're gonna do for Christmas Eve is put together one of his Christmas gifts. Or so what we got is two of these over here, and you're probably thinking, what else did he get for Christmas? He got, if you could see from the previous video, he actually got those new Nike running shoes. So he's serious into running. So yeah, if you think $100 for shoes is expensive, and $200 for shoes is expensive, well, those are definitely expensive at $300. And what else he got for Christmas is, let me see your watch. And this one it's like he can't live without this watch. I know I keep saying that in my when I made these unboxing videos, a $500 watch. It's actually closer to $400, but when it first came out, it's $500. But if you really shop around, you could probably get it closer to $400. So he really loves this watch, and it's part of not only his running, but his swimming and his weightlifting, and even his football. Even though he doesn't like to wear his watch during football because it just doesn't want it to get damaged. But anyway, but he can wear it when we train on our own.
Yeah.
He'll wear this for football, but when he's with his team, he doesn't wear it. So what we have now is something fun, and that we can do together tonight. None of his friends were online, so he wasn't going to be playing any online games, and I need to take a break from my Mobile Legends. So we're going to put together these third-party Legos, and we actually. Usually I get these at the Visoria, but they were out of stock because of the holidays. So I just got them online. And these are, I think this is around 20 bucks right here for this big one. This Ferrari 488 GTE. Actually, and it's not a Technique, but a Technique with 1,677 pieces. So I decided to just get the Legos versus there was like a Gundam there that I wanted to get, but I said, Gundams are just such a pain, and it's just you have to cut it, then you have to sand it, then you have to glue it, and then then you have to add it's just more involved versus with these Legos we just plug and play. And this one, it's smaller, so I think we got it for around 800 pesos, so it might be like around $15. So 20 bucks for this one, $15 for this one. And like I said, it's third party, and I know people have issues with that, but for us, we don't really care if it's original or not. Look at this one. This one is a Ducato. Only 250 cc's? That's not right. Well, anyway, I got this for him for Christmas so we could put it together, something to do. We haven't put one of these together in a long time. So that's what we're up to tonight for Christmas Eve. So I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching here in the Philippines. We've had a very great year, and we look forward to the coming year. So the first thing we're going to do is work on this one and let you know if it's worth the 15 bucks. You can pick these up at Lazada or Shopee, and it'll get delivered to you after like 4 or 5 days. So let's open it up. Here, help me open it up. So I'm not gonna do a time lapse, so we'll just kind of build it by stages and let you know what it's like for 15 bucks. So here's like a bag of parts. Here's another bag of parts. This one's G. And here's the other G. So we just wanted to put together something that we can assemble and have fun and like see the progress versus Gundam. I mean, they're a lot of fun, but I just don't have time to put them together. I mean, between Heroes, just between his running and his weightlifting and his swimming and his boxing and his football and his school, I can't. It's like takes up so much time. His school. Now that we're on a little break, a little Christmas break, we're gonna put these together. So here's the bags that it comes with, and here's the wheels. Check out the wheels. Here's the tires. Look at that actual rubber. And let's take a look at the sticker sheet. We got a sticker sheet right here. Check it out. Ducato. Now these are, like I said, third party. And the 250cc. I don't know about that. That's not, we'll leave that part out. Okay, let's take a look at the instruction book. So here's what the instruction book looks like. So you could see how detailed it is. So there's like, what's that say? 1G. So here you get an idea how to put these together. Like so. So it should be hard to follow. We're not gonna glue them right now. We're just gonna make sure that since it is a third party, that it's complete. And if we mess up, we can undo it, disassemble it, versus if you glue it and you screw up and you're like off by one peg, then you have to basically destroy it. So we're just gonna go ahead and assemble it. So this is what the instruction sheet looks like. So I've never put, well, I've put the genuine Legos before. I've never put one of these third parties before, so I'll let you know what the experience is like at the end of it. And like I said, I'm gonna do it in stages so you can get an idea of what it's like. So after we finish a couple of pages, I'll let you know what the progress is. But that's what we're up to tonight for Christmas Eve. Me and Hero are gonna be putting this together. And it should be a lot of fun to do. It's easy. You just plug them together. You don't have to sand it. You don't have to paint it. You don't have to worry about pegs or pieces not lining up or connecting properly. This thing should be basic to put together, not like a complicated perfect grade Gundam. There's this Zazabi I saw at Divisoria, like a bust of it, and I love doing, my favorite part when I assemble a Gundam is usually the head and the chest, because I love the engineering and the details that go into it. Versus the arms and legs, they kind of get repetitive. But it's usually very different when you're dealing with the head and chest. Those are the most unique parts of the mobile suit. Okay, so that's the instruction book. So we're gonna go ahead, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video. This is bebotsonly. 2 hours later, we finish most of the body here. It's supposed to look like that. If you look at that, and if you look at it from this angle, that's what you have. 2 hours. What do we think of it so far? What do you think of it so far?
Fun.
It's fun. It's intuitive because you got these cross pieces and these regular holes, so it keeps you from making a mistake. But we did make a mistake in this orientation. You see this piece over here, there's 2 on this side, there's 3 on this side. We accidentally put this side on this side and this side and this side, which threw the whole alignment off. So we were kind of going back and forth. Where did we go wrong? This part was misaligned. So when you're doing this part over here, make sure that this is not, you can't just put it in. You got to have this where the 3 pieces are over here and the 2 are over here. We had it switched. And the funny thing is we did it wrong on the other side also, but we were able to correct it right away. I said, make sure that the orientation is the same over here as it is here on this side. Other than that, everything is pretty symmetrical. It feels very solid. I mean, you could drop this thing and it's gonna stay together. The only thing that the only thing that's flimsy is this part, so we don't know what that's supposed to do, but it looks like it's uh, in the front display somewhere. But that's the update. Let's go to the next section. Then the next section is going to be, after we finish, it's going to look like this. Okay, and what's nice is they label which bags are you going to use. You're going to use the 2 bag. So here's a 2 bag over here and another 2 bag over here. So we got 2 bags and the G's. There's a G over here and a G over here. All right, let's keep going. Okay, things are slow going because of pieces like this. All right, now these look like just looking at it, they look the same, but they're not. This has more of a sharper angle. These ones have a sharper angle, and this one has like a more obtuse angle. You're not gonna know until you put it on and you're like so deep into the assembly that you're like, hey, it's off. So here, these 2 are the same, but look at this. I don't know if you could appreciate that. That's different. So it just barely, and you're gonna be assembling along, and then all of a sudden it's like, why is this off? And then, so that's why it's like this is almost the same as that. So it's just things like that you're gonna run into. Check out these pistons rotating. Pretty cool. It's like a V twin engine or a V V something. It's V shaped. Okay, here we go. I've been at this thing for the last 8 hours. I've been up all night doing it. You just get to a point where you're just kind of going and like the hours just go by. I mean, that's the point of these things. So here's the progress. I've got like 2 more bags and some miscellaneous pieces. I mean, there's just some part of the instructions. Most of it is pretty clear, but there's some parts where you can't tell what is really going on. But if you do enough of these, you'll figure it out eventually. It's been an enjoyable experience, but it does take a long time, which I don't really have time for now. I didn't get any sleep. Now my whole day is I'm gonna be like hungover or jet lag. But it's been fun so far, and I would do it again if I have the time. Okay, so here's the progress. I got the chain on. I got most of the body part over here. I got the front part. So I'll do a more detailed review on it after it's been done. Like I said, I got 3 more bags to go, and I'm not gonna be able to finish it in one day.